Hi, welcome back to Horsepower Heaven 2 right here on YouTube. Back in 1998, I made my first ever trip to Bakersfield for the California Hot Rod Reunion. I was only there for one day, didn't have a photo pass, anything like that, but wanted to do something different. There was something called Header Flames. Header Flames on the internet was the drag racing place to go for many, many years. So with a little bit of downtime, I gathered up a few header flamers to discuss the internet, the web, and what it meant to the future of drag racing. This was interesting.
Bruce Wheeler.
Who?
Bruce Wheeler right there with his back.
Bruce Wheeler.
Wheeler dealer. Looking good. Looking good. You got your black shirt, your black shirt.
We made it to Bakersfield. The grandstands are empty, but there's still a few guys here. Who the hell are you?
Jim Sorensen. I go by Surfight and Header Flames and just about anywhere else.
And this is the one, the only.
Wrenchski.
Next.
Dave Tuttle.
Oh.
Mark Weller,
Or AKA.
a.k.a. Mark Weller.
Well, we're just sitting here up in the grandstands near the finish line, 1,000-foot mark of Famoso. And we're going to talk drag racing in the web. Where do you think it's going to take this sport? Going to screw it up or make it better?
I don't know how it can screw it up any more than it has.
It's got to fix it.
Fix it. Why is it broken?
Why is it broken? Or you point the camera out there. Do you see anything going down the track in downtime? Nothing. Nothing.
Ooh.
That's part of this.
And who's running this race?
Who's running this race? I can't say.
Nobody knows. You don't remember.
This race.
NBA, that's it.
CHRR, wait, don't tell me.
No, this race isn't a good example of that because they're trying not to get the program of racing so big that there isn't time to socialize back there in the pits.
Like we're
Where
doing
this deal
right
is
now.
going on the web, that's hard to say because what we do on there in Header Flames is more like barroom talk. It really reminds me of all that, how the conversation goes back and forth with the different guys in that. It's drag racing propaganda at its finest.
Bench racing in the year 2000.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, flyby. Don't lose your wing, man.
You missed the A6s earlier today.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you got those guys?
So how long you guys been here?
It's Thursday?
It's Sunday now. You
Yeah.
burned out yet? Ready to go home?
They're getting a little weary,
I mean,
but
this doesn't last a whole week?
no sleep. Yeah.
You're staying overnight. Okay. Okay. We'll don't call us in the morning. We'll call you. Okay.
It's only 115 miles or 2 hours and 15 minutes over the mountain for me, so this is my local track.
But getting back to the
Same here.
internet thing, how did you get involved with it? Where do you hear about stuff like Header Flames
The
and that?
access thing is kind of cool. I looked up Wheeler's address. I knew Wheeler 30 years ago, and I saw a letter to the editor of Superstock. So I just did an internet search, found his address, and he turned me on to the Header Flames thing. And I hooked up with him here, which is kind of neat as well. It's all home week.
In March, I was completely computer illiterate, and my wife got her income tax return and said, I want to buy a computer. And I was in there screwing around, and I ran across this thing of Header Flames, and I know Cole from around at the races and that, and somehow I got into nitronics research, read a couple of his articles that he wrote, and I just screwing around, I found this Header Flames thing, and I found some of the old people that I know, Wayne King, Don Ewald, people like that, and started writing back to them, and they all welcomed me with open arms. So it's one of those habit-forming things, we're kind of addicted to it now.
And if anybody knows it, Ski, you know it, that there's no whole bards out there. It's every man for himself.
Bump.
Bump.
That doesn't sound like a question to me.
Well, no, you just come out and ask a question. You sound like a newspaper guy, so I lead you
I'll go with what
into.
these guys were doing. I put nitromethane in a browser, thought I was going to buy some, went to Nitronic Research. Sounded like a chemical company to me.
Really?
Next thing I know, I called to complain about the guy, and he's got me working for him. I mean, there's no sense in being Polish. You don't prove it every day.
And this is a guy kind of from up in the Northwest there, and you're doing them T-shirts and all kinds of other stuff.
And I met Cole a couple of times down at the March meet here, down at the a couple of years ago, one of the other hot rod reunions. Kind of got back and forth with him. Ended up on the internet, finding all this stuff. You know, the nice thing is it's such instantaneous communication. Rumors fly like nobody's business. You know, and that's, I think, both an attraction and a detraction, because you can't always confirm all this stuff, as you well know.
And if one person throws something out and somebody else reads it, they know someone in the business, they can make a phone call, come back with the right story. It always seems to get straightened out. If I say something wrong, he's going to correct me.
Good point. Absolutely true. The spontaneity thing is neat too. You know, something comes to mind, you go to your computer, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, send a note to somebody that's on another coast or in another time zone. You know, it's not like the telephone or snail mail. So that aspect works.
And do you think one day we'll all be sitting here with little video cameras embedded into our foreheads, and everybody's going to be able to see what we can see? Or
maybe on our wristbands. I don't know
No, just the visceral thrills of being at the drag race. You can't capture it in the little box.
No.
You can't be in the box.
No,
You
it don't
gotta
work
be
on
here.
TV.
You got to smell the
That's absolutely
nitromethane
right.
as the wind blows up after the burnout, and the stench of rubber and nitro comes up. And you go, damn, I'm waiting all year for this.
Oh, yeah, and you can't feel it pounding in your chest as them babies roar by you either.
That's Dave stealing all my material.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
virtual
I'll shut up.
sex don't work. Neither will virtual drag racing. Yeah.
virtual drag racing is about as good as virtual sex.
There you are.
That makes sense.
You can fix it, just spit a little hot oil in your face, not a problem. Have a little smoke come out of the screen.
Yeah, something that your
there's
chair
no lady
shakes.
going,
and-
what are you doing? That smells bad. Just take it up my house.
Well, hey,
Does that already, by the way. But that's,
Well, that was after the beans and hot sauce for dinner.
well, I must say, after about a year or so of quote talking to you guys, it's a lot of fun meeting you, and you know, hey, let's do this again one year or one day or weekend. Or,
I'll
be right here.
Canada, I might do that.
now that you've seen anything, go home and fix your website.
it's the wrong color, huh?
The color's fine.
And everything else, yeah.
The color's fine. The buttons
I
are
had
fine.
to adjust my monitor. The color was all right. It's just the orange turned to brown. I don't know how it happened.
I just want to see the Kenny
Web
Martin
browsers.
stuff.
We'll be back here, same place, March, for the good guys March meet.
Thanks a lot, you guys. This was fun. Fun.
Keep telling yourself that.
Fun.
Having fun.
To the best of my knowledge, those guys are still around doing their thing. I'm not sure about Wrenchke. I just don't know. So hopefully, if somebody does know what those guys are doing, they can put something in the comments down below, because it'd be pretty cool. And before I go today, I want to really thank every one of you. We topped 400 subscribers here on Horsepower Heaven 2. That's a big number for me. So hopefully we can just keep it going and get up to that big number of 1,000 when YouTube stops monetizing this kind of thing. Thank you all again. It's been a wonderful first couple of days here. So come on back, tell all your friends, share the heck out of everything, hit that like button, subscribe, and come on back to the place where the fast rides go, baby. Horsepower Heaven 2 on YouTube.